بعد أما بعد Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala, He says in the Quran, قُلْ أَطِيعُوا اللَّهَ وَالرَّسُولَ فَإِن تَوَلَّوْا فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يُحِبُّ الْكَافِرِينَ. Allah Ta'ala, He says in this ayah from Surah Al Imran, say, obey Allah and the Messenger. And if they turn away, then indeed Allah does not love the disbelievers. And so here in this ayah, Allah Ta'ala is commanding with the obedience of Allah and the obedience of His Messenger alayhi salatu wasalam. And then He warns the people from turning away from the obedience of Allah and the obedience of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as this is the characteristic of those who disbelieve. Turning away from the obedience when there's a command directly from Allah and a command directly from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The disbelievers are the ones who turn away from that command. And so every time that a Muslim hears the command of Allah, the command of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and then turns away, then he is resembling the actions and the statements and the disposition of those who disbelieve in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And so we have to recognize where our blatant disobedience and turning our back on revelation, where that leads us. And so when every time that we turn away, we hear the command, we just turn our backs on that command from Allah, that command from the Messenger alayhi salatu wasalam, then we are following in the footsteps of the disbelievers, those who disbelieve in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who are destined, or who are bound, I should say, to the hellfire if they die upon their way. That this is the pathway that we're following when we turn our backs on revelation. And so it is within our own self-interest and our own self-preservation for our hereafter, for us to obey Allah, obey the Messenger alayhi salatu wasalam, that way we can walk the path of the righteous. Because there are only two types of people. There are those who believe, and there are those who disbelieve. We don't have a manzila bayna manzilatayn. There's no station in the middle between the two. People will be classified either as believers or as disbelievers. The believers are the ones who obey Allah and His Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, and the disbelievers are the ones who disobey Allah and His Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And so therefore we ourselves have to ask on a daily basis, which of the two categories do I want to be in? Which of the two groups do I want to resemble? Which of these two groups of individuals do I want to be like? And on the Day of Judgment, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is gathering the people, who do I want to be gathered with? So ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us amongst those who are obedient to Allah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept from us our good deeds and our righteous actions. May He overlook our sins and forgive us of our faults.